Ready to talk some shit?
As always, my nigga.
In the spot?
Yeah, I mean, you know, here to do the most.
Mm-hmm.
This is episode, what, 23?
23, bro.
Episode 23.
Episode 23, back in the building.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, last week was crazy. The Swish thing.
That
that was a great moment, man. That was a legendary moment.
I don't know, like I get mouthless when you start talking about, Swish and whatever. Cause
nigga, you say mouthless? Like,
mouthless.
who the fuck says that anymore,
mouthless. My nigga.
Nigga, you're trash. I get mouthless.
I get mouthless.
Mouthless.
Like,
what was
I
that?
have no mouth.
What was the last song that had some shit like that? That was probably like some JK shit from back in the goddamn day, bro.
I just heard. I put it up on my status. Yesterday, I was playing Short Skirt, right?
Short Skirt by
Mr. Easy and Nankanoyo. Nomnangwe. Right?
Mm.
So there's a lyric. I've never heard it before, all right? And I was saying, it's like, oh, this song reminds me of Monique. But the thing that was so crazy about that...
Monique.
Honey.
Honey. Yeah.
Honey. So the thing that was so crazy is, like, I'd never heard the lyric, but one of the guys in that song said, "Girl, you are wonderful. Them other girls are wonderful."
What? Wow. Okay.
I was like, wait a minute.
Wonderful. Okay, so did you
The
break
other
it down?
girls, yeah, I did.
What does that mean?
Wonderful as in two. Wonderful.
Oh. Oh shit!
This is not a reach.
Oh no!
This is the hardest shit you've ever heard.
No,
I'm telling you, I was like, yo, fam.
Oh man, I wish I still had the bomb. I'd have dropped that Funk Flex bomb. Hey, I dropped bombs and then Abigail got pissed off.
Which Abigail got pissed off?
Abigail Loso, the homie.
Oh, why did she get pissed off?
You in the goddamn group. You didn't see that shit. It was crazy.
I probably didn't see that.
You didn't see it?
No.
Yeah, she was quite pissed off because I was playing Funk Flex bombs on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't like Funk Flex. Like, what's her beef with the...
I don't know. Like, you could have used something else or something like that. I don't know what that, got mad love for you, Abigail, but those bombs were fire.
I don't know, man. Like, it's like... I think there's a deeper reason behind that.
I don't know.
There should be a deeper reason. Just like, because you can't just hate something that, like...
Maybe it just, I don't know. Maybe you've never just listened to something and it just wasn't sonically pleasing to you.
But she's a radio person. Do you know what I mean? Like, those things are,
Yeah.
It's part of the job. It's kind of like the air horn. You know what
everybody
I mean?
uses that
the
shit.
The gunshot.
Yeah.
Everybody uses that shit now.
Yeah.
So
we need to find out why. We
need to
do a little survey.
I feel like there's a
there's
a deeper meaning to that.
Yeah.
Maybe there's somebody she doesn't like who used to love that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
an ex-boyfriend.
That was his shit. He'd walk around with a little recorder. It's like, baby, I'm outside. Funk Flex bomb.
Yeah, he'd be really corny for that.
Big shout out to Loso though. I've known Loso for a very long time, man.
Yeah,
like,
she's good peoples.
Yeah, too much.
All right, so man, a lot of shit happened. Where do we start?
I don't know. You want to start with Jussie Smollet? Jussie Smollet.
They're calling him the Lion King.
Yeah, bro. He needs to get like Donkey of the Year or some shit.
God
like
damn,
that,
bro.
Cause it's like, hey.
So background of the story: Jussie Smollett. Which one is it gonna be? Jussie Smollett or Smollett? Which one are we? Whatever, bro.
I don't know, man.
So Mr. Jussie, okay, basically staged his own attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he says two dudes attacked him, and they tied a noose around his neck, poured a substance that reportedly was bleach, and uttered homophobic and racist, shit at him.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And what was crazy was they chose a particular spot because Chicago for some reason has cameras everywhere. I mean, there's a lot of crime, so they have to have cameras everywhere and shit. So apparently, the time when the jump happened, the camera wasn't pointing in the direction of the crime.
Oh, damn. Shame, man.
You know, Trevor Noah said something really, really funny. He's like, yo, you're an actor. Like, you should know where the camera is pointing. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
And then, you know, he says that, you know, they turned out to be Nigerian dudes.
Yeah, two Nigerian brothers.
Yeah, and they said, this is MAGA country.
Yeah.
Why are two Nigerians saying this is MAGA country, bro?
Because the first thing, because when the story first came out, right, I was also offended, disgusted, and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I heard this is MAGA country and whatever, I was like, stupid white people. At it again.
Yeah.
You know, this Trump supporters. That's automatically, that's where it went. It became almost political at that particular point.
Yeah.
And I think to a certain extent, you know, the mention of the noose and the mention of this is MAGA country was just like, ah, shit, these are white people.
Yeah.
Why did these white people do this to him?
Yeah.
And I think that's why it got so much, you know,
Yeah.
noise and whatever. And then you find out that these dudes are black and they're just not black.
They're Nigerian.
They're Nigerians.
Niger.
Yeah.
This is MAGA country, oh.
Yeah. You do not give a shit.
This is MAGA country,
Mans
oh.
is just trying to get his green card. That's all. He's trying to find himself some white chick. You know what I mean? If you saw the pictures, guys are ripped like hell. It's like they slip in the gym. They're trying
Body
to find
goals, bro.
Yeah, man. Trying to find some girl and get married and become U.S. citizens. Point blank period. Why the hell would they be screaming out, this is MAGA country?
This is MAGA country, yo. It's kind of weird, bro. And then they actually flew out of the country. They went to Nigeria. Then they went back to the States, I guess, to defuse the situation. I don't know whatever the plan was. But, you know, the police asked him, like, yo, give us your phone. We want to go through your call records and whatever. And he said, no.
Yeah.
I got some shit in my phone I don't want you people to see. It's very private, whatever.
Yeah.
That was his reasoning. And then it came out, they still got the information that he was communicating with these dudes before the attack, maybe like 2 hours before, I think, and then a few minutes before, and then even after the attack as well. So it's like, Jussie, man, what the fuck, bro? Like, how bad? And he just wanted a raise.
He wanted a raise, that's the thing.
He wanted more money. Like, what happened to you just going to your boss and saying, nigga, I'm doing a great job.
Yeah.
I think I deserve more money.
I mean, who's his boss? Is it Lee Daniels?
Yeah.
Lee Daniels.
Yeah.
Lee Daniels is gay too.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Lee Daniels is black.
Yeah.
So, like, bruh.
They understand
You
each
know what I
other.
mean?
They know the struggles of black people in Hollywood.
You could just easily go up there and talk to him. Like, why do you have to, you know, do all of this extra shit?
And then the interview. Did you see the interview?
On Good Morning America?
Yeah, I think it was Good Morning America. Was it?
I mean, I saw the interview on Good Morning America, yeah.
I
don't know if there's another one.
Let's see. There's this
I'm
one
Robin
here.
Roberts in New York. Musician and actor Jussie Smollett sat down with me for his first interview since that
ABC
night
News.
in Chicago.
ABC News.
Smollett told me how he's doing now and responds to those who doubt his account.
I'm pissed off.
What is it that has you so angry? Is it the attackers?
It's the attackers, but it's also the attacks. It's like, you know, at first it was a thing of like, listen, if I tell the truth, then that's it, because it's the truth. Then it became a thing of like, oh, how can you doubt that? Like, how do you not believe that? It's the truth. And then it became a thing of like, oh, it's not necessarily that you don't believe that this is the truth. You don't even want to see the truth.
Yeah, there you go.
Douchebag.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, man. Like, you go as far as faking it. You could even see, like, some fake pain in his eyes as he's doing this shit. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy. That's wild, bruh. Like, he went on stage after the whole thing happened in a separate incident, and he was basically like, I'm the gay Tupac. So basically, I feel like he was trying to, I don't know, become some sort of icon or something for gay people.
Yeah.
Like, be the guy that's like, oh, I'm standing up for y'all. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, he wanted to elevate himself. But I feel like there's so much you could do, bro. Like, I don't know. That's just not the right way to do things, man. Now,
Because
it was perfect if
Yeah.
it was executed properly and shit, leave no enemies behind, man.
the thing is, it's like he would have probably gotten that same type of attention. Maybe not the, somebody probably would have attacked him, probably would have screamed out a homophobic slur if he just went to the right parts of the city.
Go to Nashville or some shit where there's a bunch of
Go
white
to Nashville.
people.
Yeah, go to Nashville, Tennessee. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
white
go to
people are
Nashville.
made there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can find what you're looking for.
120%.
Yeah, go to Texas and just go to some fucking
rural white
Yeah.
area. You
like
understand what I'm
white
saying?
trash area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rednecks.
You will
Crackers.
definitely get that.
But you had to stage this. And why get Nigerians? And they have ties to him because it's like
Yes.
one of them was like
An extra
on the show.
on the show. One of them is actually his trainer.
Bro.
Look. Here's the thing. This is probably one of the dumbest people that has ever been in entertainment industry, because
Yeah.
it's sort of like you can't even see outside your little box. Is your box empire? Did he not think that he could get other jobs and do other things? You know what I mean? Because he could just be right now. There's a whole bunch of people. You watch TV right now, Grey's Anatomy. You watch, the same Empire. You watch Star. All of these series that are happening right now have got, like
Gay scenes.
gay scenes. A whole bunch of gay scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That agenda is being pushed a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, there's so many things that he could have done to get to that particular point. But,
Yeah.
like, the thing is, it's like, how are you even... Somebody said it's like, if he was trying to get a raise or whatever, or try to trend or something, it's like, has he never heard of a sex tape? Somebody said that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you can make a sex tape.
Yeah, but I don't think you become an icon off of that. Like,
Yeah,
he
but-
wanted to be like a guy for the people. You know what I mean? Like that Colin Kaepernick shit where it's like, yo, got this foundation. I stand for this, and this. Like, I feel like that's where he was going, especially after he said, I'm the gay Tupac.
The stupid thing is, I think he wanted to be that, but he wanted to start at the highest level
Yeah.
possible.
There's
He
no
didn't
shortcuts to being an icon,
He
bro.
didn't want to start from the grassroots. You know what I mean? Engaging with people, not getting the media attention and all of that, because
Yeah.
you can go 2-3 years without getting the attention that you want.
Yeah.
All right. And then after 2-3 years, then you can be like, oh, look, we've been doing this for 2-3 years, and then other people start supporting you. That's the way
Yeah.
it works.
You know what? It actually pisses me off because it just shows that dude is probably not even passionate about the shit that he does. You know what I
he's
mean?
not. He's not.
Because if you have that passion and the drive and shit, like if you have a vision or you have a plan and you have a goal of where you want to go, you wouldn't do no dumb shit like this.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Didn't think this shit through. It was a perfect idea. But execution, bro. You could have done it better.
Yeah.
But then again, just getting to the core, like the values and shit, it's just like you should probably be doing something else, I feel like. You know what I mean? Now you're exploiting the plights of like real people. You know what I mean? Like there's actual people that are getting attacked.
Yeah.
They're, getting killed because of their sexual orientation. There's people in South Africa who's like they what do they call it? Where it's like straight dudes will like rape lesbian chicks to try and correct them or whatever, quote unquote, turn them into being straight.
Yeah.
There's shit like that. There's serious issues that people are going through because of what they've chosen, or just they've chosen to accept who they are and they want to express themselves, and then you're out here like, weaponizing that shit.
Yeah, true.
Like the fuck out of here, Jussie.
Because even in the city he was in, the city is probably one of the highest crime rate cities right now in Chicago. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of gang violence. People have been talking about this. People got mad because it's like, oh, Obama never did anything about Chicago and the violence in Chicago. He's from Chicago, blah, blah, blah. People talked about that. It's a serious issue. Gang violence is crazy that time. But like you have a whole department probably, you know what I mean, looking for these niggas who did this shit and they're racist and they're homophobic and they're, you know, all of this shit. But meanwhile, somebody could be getting mugged, getting raped, getting killed for real, and then you're faking this shit. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, man. Stupid as fuck. Unbelievable. Really, really stupid, bro.
Because if there's any ounce, because this shows zero integrity. Zero integrity, zero remorse. You know,
these are the
how
people,
do you even bounce back from shit like this?
These are people that should get blackballed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you deserve to not work again.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, go and work in like a coffee shop or some shit. If they'll allow you to work
there
anyway.
I mean, because it's like then you've already, you know, out here screaming wolf and lion. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe you'll be like, oh no, the manager at Starbucks tried to grope me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because now you're like a risk, like, you know? They don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
You're like a loose cannon. Like we don't know what the fuck you're gonna do next.
You are.
Oh man, this is mega country, you.
Ugh.
So, Cooney's show is back on there.
Yeah.
We thought it wouldn't get back on.
Oh no, but it did.
It did.
But it did.
Now I know this is a win for Cooney.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
His show gets back on. You know, shout out to Zambezi Magic. They went and sat down with IBA. They went through the content. I'm pretty sure they cut out a whole bunch of stuff. They're like, oh, he's showing thighs. Take those thighs out.
Take it out. Remove the thighs.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that shit happened.
Definitely.
Yeah. So they probably edited a bunch of stuff and now it's ready to go on the air. But the show, to me, I feel will not be the same. Because now when Cooney and them are doing their thing, they'll have it in their minds that, yo, we have to make sure that this shit is able to air on things. So literally what's happened here is, yes, Cooney wins. The guy, Cleo, Tandy, and Cooney win. But freedom of expression loses. Because you've been censored.
Yeah.
So the show won't be the same. You won't know, you won't see Cooney for who he really is. He's gonna, bring himself down a little bit. And he's a fun individual. But you won't be able to, you probably show, his other sides and whatever. But you won't really get the full scope of his personality. Because they'll be like, yo, why does he have his hand like this?
Yeah.
Why is this? Why is he walking like that? It's just, you know what I mean? There's micromanaging the shit now. It's going to be a bit crazy.
Even clothing.
There you go.
Clothing.
And clothing is his biggest form of expression. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, true.
So the show won't be the same. I know people are happy, yo, this is amazing and whatever, but is it really amazing?
Some people are happy. And some people are like, yo. I mean, it's a whole bunch of people who are like, yo, get that show off TV. You know what I mean? We don't need to see it. And the phrase that was thrown around is just it's not part of our culture or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm like,
what is our culture?
Zambians, you really want to start talking about culture? You know what I mean? It's like, really?
Yeah.
Guys. Because there's somebody I know who was I understand he's a pastor, but it's like I understand he's a pastor, but he was saying us, we don't do this here in Zambia.
Wow.
It's not part of our culture. It's not part of our culture. It's not part of. And he kept on saying that, and I'm like, okay, Mr. 3-piece suit. Yeah. Is that part of our culture? Because that's what he's known for. He's known for throwing on suits all the freaking time. Just that's not part of our culture, my nigga. You know what I mean? It's not.
Wait, what are you trying to say about 3-piece suits?
No, 3-piece suits. It's at what point did we say it's 3-piece suits are part of our culture?
I think you're nitpicking, bro. This sounds like nitpicking, bro.
I'm not
Let the man wear his suits, bro.
Yeah, so let Cooney do his thing.
Okay, so you're equating suits to orientations and shit like that.
Yes, I am.
That's kind of petty.
But
But what do you expect from a pastor?
No, it's like, look, number one.
He's gonna say whatever he can to, you know, appease the people in his congregation. What do you think is gonna happen when he says, "Yeah, leave that man to do whatever he wants to do"?
No,
People in his congregation are
here's
gonna
the
go flip out.
The thing is, it's like, don't be judgmental. Don't be judgmental. Again, you know, this I've said this before on the show, and there's, you know, like when we're talking about the whole Kuni situation, it's like, yo, is Kuni gay? Is Kuni not gay? You know, because it's like, he's never come out to say that he is.
Yeah,
he hasn't come out to say that he isn't.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
He's neither here nor there. He hasn't said anything.
So what the conclusions we draw are based on basically what we see.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's acting like this, so he obviously should be this away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm saying it's like, why are you judging him if he hasn't told you what he is or what he isn't?
Well, you're on record for saying
but
like straight up.
Yeah, but like the thing is, it's like, I'm not judging him. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
I'm not judging him.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not here trying to judge him. It's like, I'm not even saying it's like, what he's doing is great. Let him continue. I'm just saying,
it's like,
let him do him.
Doesn't affect your life.
Doesn't affect your life at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because it's like, if we all conducted ourselves like that, all right? If the pastor's approach was the one to take, or the righteous one, and we all started acting like that towards, you know, people we thought might be gay, or we thought might be cheating, or we thought might be smoking and drinking heavily, then who's going to come to church? Because those are the same people you're trying to reach out to.
Yeah.
So if you're already judged before you even come to church, then what's the point?
Yeah. That's why I stay home.
There you go. And I don't even fault you for that.
Goddamn, stay home, bro.
I mean, because it's like, it's a crazy double standard, you know what I mean? And these pastors don't know how to swerve around shit and get through to a person genuinely. You know what I mean? They don't know. They don't have a clue how to do that.
Yeah, true. I mean, there was this dude who, I don't know, I think somebody had told him something about me.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I want to see you. I want to sit down and speak to you. And then, like, we sit down, and it's like in his mind he had already judged me.
Yeah.
So he starts saying, yeah, people need to change their lives and whatever. And then he's like, he tries to lead me into this prayer of like, yo, this is, say this prayer with me. And I'm like, bro, we haven't even had like, you don't even know me like that. Like, you need to talk to me. Let me hear me out. Yeah. But you just hear like, yo, this is how things should roll, and shove it into somebody's face. And that's why I'm like, all right, my nigga, like, that's kind of weird. And that's the thing. Like, the majority of people that were coming out to judge, talk a lot of shit, were like Christians. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And that just puts me off, bro.
Look, I could come over here with the meal that's been prepared by, I don't know, Guy Fieri. You know what I mean? One of the best chefs in the whole wide world. All right. Yeah. Now, if I held your head back and got that food and then started stuffing it in your mouth, you'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck away from me with that shit." Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, no, this is some delicious shit.
You can't rape a man's mouth.
No, you can't. No. You cannot. Do not do that.
Do not do that shit. You know, it's the same as you know. That's like, you know, you think you have the best penis in the world, and you just want to shove it into somebody's vagina.
No, you
like my nigga. Do that. Like, take me out for dinner first. You know what I mean? Like, let's have a conversation.
Buy somebody a drink, have a conversation, get to know them beyond the physicality. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. It's like, don't be out here talking about, it's like, oh, this is not in our culture. It's like, nigga, shut up.
Yeah. People will find whatever excuses they can find to, you know, support whatever beliefs they have. Because even if we go back a little bit to the Jussie Smollet thing, a lot of people just jumped to conclusions without checking the facts. Yeah. Because the story was so appealing for people who were like Democrats or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, oh, MAGA country?
Yeah.
Shit. Homophobic shit.
Noose around his neck.
And noose, bro.
Black person.
All of those shits that, you know, Republicans, you know, you don't, you know what I mean?
KKK.
You know? Ku Klux Klan shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. So people just run directly to just making conclusions, going out making statements and shit, and now you look dumb afterwards because you have to retract your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you seemed very woke, but now it's even difficult for you to like keep the same goddamn energy.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
there were always skeptics. You know what I mean? Because what time did the attack happen? Like around 2?
Something like that.
2 in the morning.
Why was he going to Subway at that time?
Yeah, that was the question. Like, nigga. And then keep in mind that whole Chicago area is still freezing cold.
It's freezing cold. It's
you know
dangerous.
what I mean?
Why would you be walking? You're Jussie Smollet, bro.
Yeah, this is a couple of weeks ago. I was telling somebody this. It's like, look, dude went out with a cup of boiling hot water in a cup, threw it in the air, and it instantly turned into snow.
What?
Bruh.
Is that shit on the internet?
Yeah, that shit is on the internet.
Yo, what should I search for? I gotta see this.
I don't know what to search for. Like
dude throws hot water
in the air, turns into snow.
Water. Yeah, there's actually a suggestion already.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Let me see this shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah. That's how freezing cold it was.
Wow. This is crazy. This is Chicago.
Yeah, that's Chicago. Bruh, it was crazy cold. And then now it's getting a little bit warmer, but it's still bloody cold. You're not going to go out at 3 just to get a freaking sandwich. I don't care how good the sandwich is. You know what I mean? If he said he was gonna get some, some vagina, it would have been a totally different situation. You know what I mean?
Well, he doesn't necessarily go for vagina.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
He wants the ass, nigga. I came here for booty.
If he was gonna get some booty, then it would have probably been understandable. But like, you can't tell me it's like what? It's 2 in the morning. Yeah. Right? You can't, dude. You don't have cereal in the house.
Yeah,
you're one of the biggest celebrities right now on one of the biggest shows.
You can send someone to get that shit for you, bro.
You know, you can order a pizza.
True.
Fuck out of here, Jussie Smollet, man. That nigga,
the Lion King,
gay Tupac.
Yeah. So with the Cooney thing, I'm happy for him. I hope things go well, but it's a loss for.
Yeah,
freedom of expression.
I think they'll probably obviously be under the microscope of for a couple of months. But like maybe
they'll get over it.
Maybe they'll get over it. Maybe in season 2 or 3, by the time we start talking about elections, people will be more concentrated on elections and all of that, politicians and insulting each other, So I think it will get back to the place that it needs to be for reality TV, as real as it can be.
It's just kind of trash because like the government is ready to gun down some shit that doesn't involve them.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
It's like, yo, we still want to know what the fuck is up with those fire trucks. Vespas is another situation. Y'all are like tight-lipped about that shit. But you're quick to go after a dude who you don't even know is gay or not.
Yeah, and here's the thing. All due respect to her, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes people say that just before they insult you, and it's true. Our Minister of Religious Affairs in Shinganakwete, you know what I mean? It's like, how do you only pop up when irrelevant shit like this happens? You know what I mean? Where are you when one of your minister friends is accused of corruption and DEC goes after him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them, yeah.
Yeah. This is like, where are you?
Yeah.
When some former general is got properties from here to wherever, man.
You
know what I mean? Shit. It's like world class shit. Looks like, I don't know, self-flushing toilets and all of that. It's like, where did you get this type of money, sir?
Yeah.
You understand? It's like, why can't she even just release a statement saying we condemn this type of corruption? This is the type of corruption we don't need in our country. We need to feed our people.
As easy as that.
As easy as that. But
Zodwa
is not wearing a pant. No, let's not. We don't do this here. We don't
permit that shit here.
We don't do this here.
It's not our culture.
It's not our culture. You know what I mean? There's a gay show on television. Oh, no, this is not right. It's like, how irrelevant is your ministry? Are you serious? And this is a full minister.
Yeah.
How irrelevant is that ministry if that's all you're going to look at?
Yeah. Yeah. And, sorry for cutting you short,
yeah, no
but we've spoken about how she is the worst pick to lead that institution anyway, that ministry, because it's like you're a fucking reverend, so your bias is obvious.
100%. 100%.
When has she ever spoken about what's going on with the Hindus or the Muslims or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, Ministry of Religious Affairs has to encompass everyone.
Everything.
You know what I mean? Everyone should be inclusive.
Yeah.
But when you have somebody at the top who is, you know,
yeah, already, it's like she's already biased.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some places like the United States, like people who practice Satanism, and they say it's a religion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they have interesting reasons as to why they do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's some weird shit.
Yeah, it's like rebellion or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, no, we don't worship Satan. We just, how do they explain it? They're like, the way Satan like rebelled in heaven and whatever, they're like, we don't follow the norm. Like, we just do our own shit, basically.
There you go.
You know, but that's just like, you know, it sounds like excuses to me, but whatever. Yeah, so at the helm, they need to have someone who doesn't have a bias, who's able to, you know, look at the affairs of every religion, because that's literally what the ministry is about.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, shit.
Ugh.
There you go.
There you go.
I just want to touch on this a little bit here. Leon Schuster.
Okay.
You know, this conversation about blackface.
Yeah,
Why hasn't he been called out for performing in blackface?
I think it's because it's one of those things that he's been doing it for such a long time, and like one of his best friends is black, so
that's racist as fuck.
He's seen as, he's kind of like an honorary black person.
Oh, fuck out of here.
The white person that gets away with saying the N-word. You know what I mean? It's like he's the white person that gets away with saying the N-word.
Who could get away with saying the N-word? Which white person can get away with it?
Right now?
Yeah.
Probably Eminem.
I don't know if Eminem would get away with that.
It's just like, look, there would obviously be a whole bunch of people who would come out of their little boxes, a bunch of reverends, and, you know, oh, we used to walk with Martin Luther King. I can't, you know what I mean? It's like there would be those niggas, and then there'd be the Lil Yachis and whatever. They'd just be like, yeah, nigga, whatever, that's my nigga now.
That's true.
It's a whole bunch of youngsters who just be like, yo, it's like, it's just the fucking word. You know, let's just get this money.
It's like the youngsters are the ones that determine what's cool and what's not.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Drake, if that ghostwriting shit back in the 90s, he would have been out of here.
Over.
It's like, bye-bye, nigga.
Yeah.
No more credibility. Because, you know, he was like a rapper's rapper.
Yeah.
Basically. Coming out with the bars and shit. And then find out the nigga like doesn't write his own shit.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah.
It's different from a Dre. Because like Dr. Dre, we know.
We've been knowing.
Been knowing since NWA.
Yeah.
You know, P. Diddy, we know. Niggas was writing for him and shit. And he said, it's like, oh, niggas write for me. You know what I mean? And he's a fucking boss and shit.
Yeah, he's a boss.
But then you come out and say, I do my own shit. I perform my own stunts. But now you got a stunt double.
You got a stunt double. It's like all that amazing triple backflip shit we saw you doing. That wasn't you.
That wasn't you, my nigga. Fuck.
You know? Yeah.
So Leon Schuster.
Yeah.
Blackface. Like, there's this. I remember Mitch tweeted it. You know, the rocking guy. He tweeted like, "Yo, why isn't Leon Schuster been ousted for this shit?" Right? And like I never thought of it like that until when he tweeted that shit. I'm like, "Yo, Mr. Bones."
Yeah.
All that shit. Then like the other day I was watching that there's a Zulu on my stoop.
Yeah.
He does the blackface shit in there, and I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Fuck, this dude's been doing like even the prank shows shit that he would do.
He becomes a black person.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. And he's still able to walk free and
like,
not be ostracized.
Is it from a bad place though?
Blackface is blackface, my nigga.
No, but like I'm saying, it's just like, look,
whether it's from a good place or not, it's racist as fuck.
Let me hear it. Hear me out. All right. There's certain type of shit that's done. All right. Like like in Leon Schuster's case, he wants to portray a black person. What is he supposed to do?
Yeah, hire a black person.
No, it's him.
He can't do it because it's not allowed for white people to do
Why?
that. You don't know the history of blackface, man?
No, I know the history of blackface.
Jim Crow and all that
Yes,
shit?
I know the history of blackface from that particular perspective.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
the
I mean?
only perspective you follow.
That's the only... No, nigga.
So blackface is cool for you?
It's not cool for me, but like I'm talking about, there has to be a freaking context.
What context do you need, my nigga? Whoa.
Chromes.
Whoa.
Chromes.
Talk to me.
Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
wants to play a Chinese person. He plays a Chinese person, right? Right? That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Because there's no history of black people ostracizing Chinese people and weaponizing that shit. White people would wear black fucking makeup to act like black people, and like stereotypically.
Yeah.
Like with the big lips and all of that, eating watermelon, chicken, and all of that shit.
Yeah. Like, and I get that, and I get
That's
the
the
context.
base. That's the base right
That's
there.
the base.
Yes.
But like I'm talking about a person like fucking Leon Schuster, who's trying to act like a black cop.
What else? What other context do you need, my nigga?
He can't do that?
No.
Why not?
Because of the history.
Fuck the history, nigga. Like what I'm saying, it's just like you don't. It's like
Fuck the history. Yo, you need to explain
the context. I'm talking about the context. All right. Leon Schuster is a white person, right?
Yeah.
So he wants to portray a black person. So that is not allowed because niggas use that for a negative situation at one particular point.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
All right. So he can't act as a black person.
No, he can't. He can't act as a black person. You need to watch some documentaries and see that shit.
I've watched that shit.
So how would you have that stance when you've seen that shit?
Chromes, you just said you've watched Leon Schuster.
Yes.
Before.
Yes.
And you never looked at that shit. It's like, oh, this nigga acting like like being malicious or whatever in any fucking way.
It doesn't
You
matter.
watch that. No, what I'm saying is you watch that shit.
Yeah.
Just like millions of other Africans who watch that shit. I
switched
watched that shit.
I switched it off after the blackface parts came. As soon as that shit came on, I'm
Nigga,
like,
you said you never saw that shit until Mitch tweeted something about it.
no, I had watched Leon Schuster shit before that, but like at that time I didn't have the information about blackface. So for me it was like normal. When I saw Mr. Bones and shit, that was a long time ago. So I didn't have the information
But
about
Mr.
blackface.
Bones, he wasn't even acting in blackface.
He was acting as a colored dude or whatever. He like brown. He made his skin brown and shit. Leon Schuster is not. That's not his complexion.
He was a sangoma.
Yeah. When have
They're
you
not
ever?
colored. They're not colored sangomas.
when
He
have
was
you-
a white sangoma.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Bruh,
He darkened his skin.
He was a white sangoma in Mr. Bones, bruh. That's how come even when, I don't know if it's the chief's wife who had a baby, she came out colored or some shit, you know what I mean? And then I was like, this nigga been smashing whatever. But like, he was white in there.
So-
he probably looked dirty as hell, but like he was white.
So you
he
don't-
was a white
My
sangoma.
nigga, people just don't look dirty in movies. It's everything is
He couldn't look clean because it was from the village, my G.
everything is makeup, my nigga. So wait, so you're cool with Leon Schuster doing what he does?
Look, all I'm saying is I'm keeping the same energy. I never saw like this malicious shit when it comes out. You know, when you can see blackface shit, this fucking Gucci shit and whatever. You can see it's like, okay, there's maliciousness here. They want to make some weird noise and whatever it is. You know what I mean? But when it comes to Leon Schuster, you know, I'm just like, whatever.
Wow.
You know.
It
I mean, I
doesn't
didn't
matter.
have a problem with it when I was watching it in, I don't know, 2000 and whatever. And
Did
all
you
of
have
that.
the information about blackface back
Yeah,
then?
I had the
And you
information
were
about
cool.
blackface.
You were cool with it.
I was just like, wow. I was indifferent because it's like
Because it was entertaining for you.
it was Leon Schuster being Leon Schuster.
Okay.
there was no underlying message or whatever it is, no negative connotations and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just looked at that shit, took it for what it is,
and
moved on.
Him acting as an old black maid. It didn't affect.
No, it
anything.
didn't. It didn't.
Okay.
It
You
didn't.
were
It's
completely.
like I'm being 120%.
Here's the thing.
Sure.
We have established that you're a white man inside.
I'm not
so
a white
this
man.
makes sense. This makes perfect sense.
I'm not a white
because
if he was
look,
running around saying kafa, 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 kafa. That's a totally different situation. You understand what I'm
but
saying?
it's the same thing.
Like,
It's
how
racist.
is it the same thing?
It's still racism is racism, my nigga.
But
that's
like,
that shit.
Here's the thing. it's like then there should be no context
What you mean?
to shit. What I'm saying
There is context, but you are just ignoring the context. The context is history.
no.
That shit comes from somewhere, my nigga. White people did that.
The thing is, it's like you're grouping everything together without being. What I'm saying is,
It's the same
Leon
thing.
Schuster, right, wants to act like a black person who's doing this and this and this and this and this, and going after white people and doing all of this different shit, right? It's like that. That's what he wants to do. It's his movie, and he makes the money and all of that. He's a director, and he does all of that shit. So it's like when he does it in that particular context to make motherfuckers laugh.
Okay. White people did the same thing back in the day.
But
And it was still racist back then.
yes. But what was the context of them doing it then? And is the context then and the context of Leon Schuster exactly the same?
Okay,
No,
tell me what the
bruh,
context was then back in the day. What was the context?
You've already explained
No,
what the
you
context
tell me.
is.
No, because you don't seem to be getting what I'm saying. So you explain to me what the context was back then and what the context is now.
Bruh, you've just explained what the context is.
No, you
negative connotations about eating chickens and watermelon.
But that wasn't
big
the only
lips
thing.
and all of that.
That was-
It's just like trying to make it look like this. This is like niggas are lower than us, and this is how they act.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. But
Yeah.
you see, there would be plays and stuff.
So what
Where-
I'm saying is the context that those white racist motherfuckers did it in then the same as Leon Schuster doing it now? Is it exactly the same? Is the context exactly the same? Is what they were trying to push?
It don't
is
matter.
The same agenda.
It don't fucking matter. So you're cool with Gucci doing with what they did, right? If they came out and said, we didn't mean for this to be a racial thing. This was just a cool little, sweater thing that you can cover your mouth with and shit. Because of the context. They say, that's not what we were intending this shit to be. But it just turned out to be fucking blackface. So you're cool with that.
When it first came out, what was the first thought that everybody had?
It's blackface.
Yeah, when Leon Schuster first came out, did everybody scream blackface? Nobody screamed blackface. You see the fucking difference?
What are you saying, bro? Now you're saying that when people see the initial reaction is what determines what that thing, the perception of that thing should be over time.
If a white person is acting in blackface, clearly this is like the first thing first time that you see it. Won't you be like, it's like, this is some racist shit?
Yeah.
And that shit has been called out even in other movies. You know what I mean?
lot
Or
of
at
them.
different times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clearly, quickly, the first time that you see it. It's like nobody has ever had that thought with Leon Schuster.
Well, people need to have that thought then. This is why we're having this conversation.
Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
yo, blackface was fucking horrible. It went as far as cartoons. Like, you've
Yeah.
seen cartoons from back in the day?
Yes. Big lips, all of that shit.
So what's the difference between that and Leon Schuster? For you, it's just context? That's the difference? That's
Yes, that's the difference.
differentiates everything?
It's like, bro, context is everything, isn't it? You could say exactly the same
So
thing.
motive.
at two different.
For you, motive, that's it. The motive it's fine. Like, that's the shit. That's fine for you. Because look, people get called out on Halloween for dressing up in blackface.
Yeah.
Because, there's 4 people, is it 5 of them that dressed up as NWA, white people. You know what I mean? They got called out for that shit. It's like, you can't do that. But their motive was, we like Ice Cube. We like MC Ren. You know, we like Eazy-E. Like, those are people. We grew up listening to them, and that's why we darkened our skins and shit. We darkened our skin tone to look like them and dress like them and shit. Smoking weed and drinking from 40 ounces and shit. 40 ounces, whatever. So that's cool. According to you, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And quote me on this. It's fine.
Oh my God.
Listen. It's fine, right? In my books, because it's like, look, if they don't have any malicious intent, right?
Yeah. So a person can call you a nigger.
No, here's the thing. They don't have any malicious intent. Right? There's no malicious intent. If somebody else does it and there's malicious intent, and we've seen that before, all right? Cool. But like, if you know for a fact that black people in general are not cool with you doing this, all right? Even the black people who are like, fuck it, I don't care, right? Will somehow contribute and be like, it's like, no, you shouldn't do this. Then you're not going to do this. The majority of black people, you're going to put it out there to the public. You're not going to do it.
And it's out there that blackface is horrible. People that know the history of blackface frown upon it because it's disgusting. It stems from racism, where white people wanted to act like black people. I think because they were fascinated by them or some shit, or they just wanted to make fun of them. It became really.
That's the thing. It's like they were not fascinated. They wanted to make fun of them. All right. What I'm saying is Leon Schuster making fun of black people when he's in blackface?
So he's celebrating black people, according to you.
According to me, as a black person, I've never looked at him and said, that's racist. Same as him acting like an Indian person and just like nobody thinks that's racist.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? This is like, look, I'm not condoning blackface as a whole.
I think you are.
It's like we're talking about Leon Schuster.
We're
talking about Leon Schuster.
All the white people back in the day can turn around and say, "Oh, we just were just having
but like
fun."
We know, but like just like we know, so we're not gonna be dumb and say.
So how do you know? How do you know Leon Schuster's motives then? Like you speaking like you know this motherfucker,
and you know.
No, for me,
you judging him as a white person because it's like his ancestors in the United States did that shit. So obviously. You are also racist for dressing up as a black person and portraying a black character.
I'm just saying Leon Schuster should know better. He's old enough to know. No, Leon Schuster is old enough to know the effect that blackface had on black people. And if he loves black people the way he says he does, he should refrain from doing that bullshit.
How many black South Africans have come out and said Leon Schuster should stop doing this shit?
Apparently, people were like, I hear he apologized for it. Apparently, at some point, he said, he apologized.
At which point?
I need to look for this. It was like on what's his name? Mitch thread, like
because Twitter decided that now we don't like this shit anymore. Now we don't like Leon Schuster anymore after watching him and laughing at his shit and all of that.
See, 5th of August, 2018, Leon Schuster says, I won't go blackface now. It's just racist. Okay. So the nigga you're defending realizes that this shit is fucking racist. Look, it's like what you're saying is like a white person can call you a nigger. And you'd be cool with it just because of the motive behind it.
Not any white person.
And this is a homie.
It's just like if it's somebody you know for a fact, you know for a fact this is your brother. You've grown up as kids, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then that nigga gets thrown around. You've been rapping to records together all the time since you were fucking 5 years old, and then you're 25, and then it's like, oh, that nigga, that word is thrown now, and then you're gonna get offended. It's like, nigga, y'all been saying the word nigga to each other all this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then with your explanation.
Yeah, just like if that's your boy, you're not gonna get offended.
No, with your explanation or your view of things, even a random person can come up to you and say, nigger. and then be like, I don't mean it as like a bad thing. Basically.
How's that my explanation?
Because it's like it's motive. It's motive. You know, people can do whatever they want to do as long as their motives are positive. Right?
So it's like now you've taken my explanation out of context.
No, it's the same thing.
You have.
It's racism. I'm talking about racist shit. The word nigga stems from racism. Blackface stems from racism. That's what I'm using here. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
No, here's the thing: is
I don't want to put anything in your mouth, nigga.
Here's the thing: it's like, look, because your explanation is because blackface in 1964, 1954 was equal to racism. Then Leon Schuster portraying a black nigga equals to racism.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
but
racist.
Like, what is racism? It's like what is racism?
Blackface is the operative word here. And it's racist.
All right. Then.
Blackface is racist. Can we just say that? It's like the word faggot is a homophobic slur. Doesn't matter what context you use it in. It's still a homophobic slur no matter what your motive is at the end of the day. That's just my view. But you have a different view. Yeah. And I'm able to respect that.
Yeah.
Blackface.
It's just like, look, especially when it comes to Leon Schuster. Because it's like,
you love this nigga, right?
No, it's like motherfuckers. Here's the thing, and here's what social media is doing now. You understand what I'm saying?
This is not an opinion I got from social media, by the way.
Here's
That's
the
just
thing.
my view.
No,
personally.
I'm saying it's like this is Twitter decided that we're not cool with Leon Schuster doing blackface now, and it's the same shit that when somebody quoted Winston Churchill. And some motherfuckers came at some celebrity in the UK quoted Winston Churchill, and then they came out and started bringing out facts. It's like, oh no, Winston Churchill was discriminative against this people, blah 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 blah.
Yes,
but like,
was.
here's the thing. It's like, here's the thing.
Yes, he was.
The thing is, it's like, look, it's just like he tweeted something. He didn't say it's like Winston Churchill is awesome. He tweeted a wise quote from Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you can't even quote a nigga without somebody coming out just because it's just like, look, they have the information and then they're gonna come out. It's like, when are we gonna stop?
Okay, look,
everybody is sensitive.
I understand that point. That point makes perfect sense. I know Twitter can be overly sensitive and everyone's kind of like woke or some shit. But the Leon Schuster shit,
we decided it was not cool as black people in 2018.
No.
And he accepted. It's like, cool, I'm not gonna do this shit anymore.
People that have been knowing about blackface, I'm pretty sure don't even like this motherfucker, you know. And I admit it. I watched his movies or like sketches and shit from back in the day. I enjoyed that shit, but I didn't have the information about blackface. I was like early 2000s when I was seeing this shit, you know. And then now when you read about blackface and you know like how white people weaponized that against black people, it was so bad that it was so successful that black people started doing blackface just for them to hit the stage. Because white people, for some reason, for a very long time, have just been afraid of black people or something. You know what I mean? You know those, you know, though you hear all these stories about how white people were scared of black people and stuff like that. So when black people would wear blackface, it would make white people more comfortable.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's why it was like effective and shit. So, nah, nigga. Fuck that.
Yeah. Fuck that indeed.
And fuck Leon Schuster. Alright. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. He's a grown ass man who should know better. Like if it was a kid who didn't read about the history of that shit, we could be lenient and shit. You know what I mean? But you know. So I want to hear your stance.
You wankers have got a bloody double standard. You understand what I'm saying?
What's the double standard?
Y'all let Leon Schuster in your fucking house. You ate with him, you joked with him, and then when it was uncomfortable for you, or when you decided to, you're like, oh shit. We don't like this motherfucker anymore.
It's not when you decide to.
You decide to.
I feel like you're talking in the context of Twitter.
Because you're throwing out the baby with the bathwater.
Like,
that is the context.
Like, fuck Twitter. Forget Twitter.
That's where it came from.
Forget Twitter.
This nigga apologized because of what?
We're not going to have a conversation about blackface in the context of Twitter. Because that is a whole different conversation. People behave a certain way on Twitter. You and I are having a conversation about blackface and it relating to Leon Schuster.
Yeah, but like the noise, where did the complaints come from?
Forget about that. Like, where's the morals? Where's the morals, bro?
Why am I gonna forget about that? That's where it came from.
Okay, so he just apologized because of the backlash, according to you.
Yeah.
So
he would have gone out and made another movie about this is like with portraying a black dude if niggas didn't complain on social media. That's where this shit comes from.
Yeah, I mean you could say that, but look, we're having a conversation about him and blackface, and can we omit Twitter from this? Forget his apology, because you fuck with him. He's your guy. You love his shit. You're gonna watch his movies and shit. You love that fucking bullshit. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
but then that shit's wrong. What's wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter whether you accepted it or not. If you didn't have the information, I think I'd feel bad if I knew that blackface was a bad thing, and then I would just go on and enjoy this shit. It's like, no, bro. Like, fuck out of here. Like, you can't use, like, he literally profited off of that.
Yeah, he did. He made a
lot of money.
Yeah,
off of doing racist shit.
Yeah,
and he got away with it because I guess Africa is like a different, I don't know, climate. Maybe the fact that blackface didn't happen here, so the effects of it are probably felt more in the United States, where it was more, and the UK and stuff like that, where they would do that more.
Yeah,
right.
Maybe,
but then the white people over there and the white people here might be different culturally, but altogether, like, it's still white people. They're still white people. Black people from Africa and black people from the States are different, but we're still black fucking people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should all hold ourselves to a certain standard. And my point with Leon Schuster is he's an old man who most likely knew about fucking blackface. And the fact that he would have gone on to make another movie even makes it worse. That he would know this shit and continue to make the shit, But yeah, continue watching that blackface bullshit.
No, I'm gonna watch Leon Schuster. Fuck out of here.
So Fanatik supports blackface.
I don't support blackface. It's like, look,
so
I'm not gonna get a nigga out of here because it's appropriate. You know what I mean?
What you mean appropriate? Like,
because it's a cool thing to do. It's what social media says to do when you are in bed with the nigga. You know what I mean? It's kind of like being in a relationship, having awesome sex and all of that shit, tweeting about all of this nigga, and then he sleeps with your best friend, and then you niggas like, oh shit, now I'm upset. I don't fuck with you. You ain't shit. It's like, nah, nigga, I am the shit. I am the shit because you mess with me so long. You enjoys this shit. You know what I mean? And all of that.
That's a horrible example.
It's a horrible example, but you get the principal thing. No. It's like, look, you niggas decided. It's like, you decided, it's like, no, I think what Leon just like, yeah, that blackface. Yeah, you know, like Leon just dresses up as a black person. It's like, yeah, nah, that's not cool, eh? It's like, yeah, isn't that the equivalent of blackface? It's like, yeah. And then you're gone. And then people went on Twitter and then it was like, oh, public outcry. And then public outcry, nigga apologizes and is out of here. It's like, nigga is probably rich. You're probably still eating off of those movies and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not the point, though, about him eating off the shit.
Yeah, the point is...
Well, actually, it is. It's part of the point.
It's part of the point. But, like, what I'm saying is niggas didn't have a problem with it.
Because niggas didn't have the information.
No, you can't... Chromez, you can't say the whole lot of South Africa didn't have the information at that particular point. Niggas didn't know about blackface?
Probably some niggas didn't know, bro.
Shit.
Some niggas probably didn't know.
South Africa is more educated. It's far further in terms of knowing about shit than the rest of Africa probably. They're ahead of us in a lot of shit.
I wouldn't say knowing, because this is the age of information. We all
yes,
have access
I'm talking about now.
Shit.
We're talking about now. But like, it's like 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Still in the age of information.
People were talking about shit like Wi-Fi and all of that when niggas would come from outside of the country talking about Wi-Fi. Niggas didn't know what Wi-Fi was then.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I'm saying it's like even technologically, It's like they are further ahead of us in terms of shit like that. So the time the internet was getting to them, it probably didn't get to us at the level that it has now.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the information was probably already out there. They're more educated. They have better schools. They have better facilities. They have more information than us here. That's why niggas move from here to go study in South Africa.
Then they're full of shit for not calling it out. You're right. They should have called it out. They should have boycotted, not gone to the theaters to watch his shit. You know, ran him out of the industry. They should have done that. But he's a white man in South Africa. That's the other thing. That's, you know, and the industry in Africa doesn't work the same way in the States.
Yeah.
You know, white people can also get kicked out of an industry in the States. In Africa, it's a different story. Niggas here love white people. Maybe that's actually another reason. Because some black people, a very significant portion of black people idolize white people.
Yeah.
So there's that, I feel like. That could be a contributing factor. I feel like, for me, at least, I can sleep at night knowing that I didn't have the information when I was enjoying this shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We all sleeping at night, my nigga.
But you know what the fuck I mean.
Yeah. It's like whether we had the information or not, we're all sleeping at night. That's what I'm saying.
So let's take it to like the fashion side of things. So when Gucci, I asked you a question. When Gucci says, for us, our motives was just
because we know the
fashion.
schemes. We know the schemes and we know what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? It's like they'll throw in a fucking controversy card here and there. You know what I mean? We know. It's like people have been talking about Gucci for how long? What do you think that does for Gucci? You know, it's not bad as long as people are gonna boycott. You know, niggas are talking about just like, oh, boycotting Floyd Mayweather's like, nah, nigga, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Floyd is Floyd.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane and all of those.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like, and these are grown people, you know? These are grown people who obviously know about blackface and all of this different shit. You know what I mean? But like, we know what Gucci is trying to do.
Well, Mayweather,
shit like
they
that.
say he can't read and shit. So.
Mayweather can't read. Nigga.
Did you hear him trying to read, my nigga? That shit was funny as fuck. Hey, man, it's cool. We could have a difference of opinion.
Obviously,
you know what I mean?
That's the whole point.
Yeah, like
That's the whole point, man.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope this shit don't come to bite you in the ass 20 years from now when you're trying to get into like Hollywood or some shit. They'll be like, oh, episode 23, this nigga talked about blackface. He's actually pretty cool with it.
I'm gonna keep the same energy, bro.
And say, yeah,
I'm gonna keep the same energy.
Nah, you ain't gonna keep the same motherfucking energy.
Because
when he got like 100 million on the plate,
Yeah,
nigga
because
will be like,
it's like
I'm sorry. You're gonna pull Leon Schuster.
20 years from now, I'll be like in, you know, gonna have a mansion in Jamaica. You know what I mean? I'll be surrounded by a whole bunch of black people with long dreadlocks. Probably have like 6 or 7 wives, all just listening to Bob Marley and shit.
You have 6 or 7 wives. You gonna sleep on the couch tonight.
You know, just be passing some herb and just, you know, celebrating life.
Smoking
you know what
the
I mean?
herb, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't even see white people at that particular point. They would not be able to touch my riches. All my money would be in some Bitcoin shit or some shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Bitcoin is the future. Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow. Okay. That was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, man.
Let's move away from that shit, man.
Move
that
away
shit
from
heavy.
that shit. Do you still want to talk about black people and ignorance and all of that shit?
What about?
We can talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine and his ignorant ass and him snitching on everybody.
What'd you expect him to do?
Everybody.
He was gonna get life or like a minimum of 40-something years.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure they pled for like, they're like, yo, we could give you a lower sentence if you give up people.
Yeah, he's giving up everybody. He has to give up everybody.
Apparently they kidnapped him or some shit. They stole from him or whatever. They robbed him.
Who?
Like the people that he's giving up. Like that's those are the reasons he's using.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's a time when he was kidnapped. They pistol whipped him, took him to his house, went to his house, stole from his house as well.
Yeah.
He was in the car all of this time, pistol whipped in the trunk or something like that, and then, you know, they let him go. So I don't know if it's his same niggas.
I feel like he staged that shit with the antics he was pulling. Man, I don't know.
No. I think he was. It's just like he wouldn't have staged that shit because it made him look weak. You know what I mean? He's because he was like, yo, I'm surrounded by bloods and all of that. You know, because it's like it's true. He was surrounded by real street niggas.
Yeah.
And that's why even when he was saying it's like, yo, I don't need to check in when I'm in LA.
Yeah.
I don't need to check in. I don't need to do any of that stuff because it's like he knew the boys he was with were true.
People just don't
niggas.
say shit. They know.
Yeah, they know. It's
where
like
they're
the
at.
niggas.
When a blind man says, "I'ma fuck you up, nigga,"
He knows.
He probably has a stone or some shit. That's like a proverb or some shit, right?
Yeah, I mean they know. So it's like even sometimes it's like I look at rap beefs.
Yeah.
Look at Joe Budden and Joe Budden saying the shit that he said about the game. And I'm like, damn. If the game ever saw Joe Budden, he would probably.
Yeah, we were listening. We were listening to that shit together, man.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a great example of him knowing where he stands.
He knows where he stands. It's like, look, I know where this is like. He's got street niggas, real street, probably killers, rapists who've done evil shit. Yeah, and he knows it's like you can't touch me. You'd have to go through these niggas, and if you shoot, my niggas will shoot harder. True, you know what I mean? True. It's like that. That's what it is. Yeah. So that's where some of this rap shit comes from. Be like, how the hell is Lil Wayne talking like this to this nigga? Yeah. But like he knows, like, yo, you gotta go through Big Mike. Big Phil, you know what I mean, and there's some crazy niggas, and everybody's like, look, the LA niggas know that in New Orleans you got Big Mike and Big so and so, and he's cool with Lil Wayne. So if I have to touch Wayne, I have to touch him too, and I don't want those problems.
Didn't Wayne and like Baby have some issues when they went to like a certain place and didn't check in, and then like the gang, the main gang in that area, like they. Yeah, gave them shit. Like they couldn't even leave the car or some shit. I think there was like a video online where something like that happened. Like they had to make phone calls before they could like get out. Yeah, yeah. Because people would do that, and you get your chain fucking snatched easily. You know, and then in this era of cameras, they'll fucking show that on camera. Yeah, there was like this DJ. I can't remember his name, but he got like mugged like in broad daylight. He grabbed his shoes, his belt,
everything.
Got his jewelry, like he was fucking him up nicely. Yeah. And he was coming through to him like he was like a fan. Yeah. And then he fucked him up. It was so fucking sad, bro.
It's crazy.
He didn't check in.
Yeah. I mean, even Young Buck, same thing that happened to him. You know, that was one of the reasons that there was, like this is the time there's like tension in G Unit. Yeah. All right. So, Young Buck is in California or some shit. Yeah. And then, I don't know, he didn't go through the right parameters, and then he got his chains took. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So, like, he calls 50 calls game. It's like, oh, okay, where did you get robbed? So-and-so. It's like, all right, one phone call. In the afternoon, the chains were being given back to Young Buck. You know what I mean? So it's like a movie, bro. It's like a movie. But, like, it's crazy that this, I said it from the beginning. Since he started his antics, Tekashi 6ix9ine, when he started his antics, it's like this guy is either gonna get killed or go to jail. Mm-hmm. Get killed or go to jail. Yeah. And for me, the get killed stuff is actually still a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, especially because he's snitching now.
Yeah, I mean, he's under witness protection. He's full on 120% snitch. Yeah. All right? Yeah. But, I mean, it's crazy because then you got brothers, you got sisters.
Yeah, they could touch your family, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because it's like if you're snitching on my brother, and my brother is gonna have to go in for life. It's like, think about how that makes me feel. You know, I'm gonna have a grudge on you. It's like, oh, you gonna feel the pain I feel. You know, it's like my brother goes away for life, I take one of yours. It's as easy as that.
You think he'll still have a career when he gets out?
No, he's done. He's done.
Damn.
Because it's like, look, if even.
But the young kids dictate shit these days. Like, we had that conversation not too long ago. So, if they still fuck with him, you know, he could still be popping out here. Because do the young kids really care about the street code, about snitching? If they don't care about ghostwriting, you think they'll care about snitching? I don't know. Because, like, the real G's are not listening to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, but, like, it's like, if it's the kids, right? But, like, it's also the kids in the streets. And the hood kids and all of that.
But those kids don't go to the shows though. When you see a Tekashi 6ix9ine show, it's white people and drops of black, sprinkles of black. So I think he could still be popping out here.
I seriously doubt it.
I think he'll still be popping.
Seriously doubt it. Because then what are you gonna rap about?
Jail makes you, because he was out here talking tough, and now he went to jail.
Yeah.
And
do you think Tekashi 6ix9ine is not somebody's girlfriend in prison?
His name is Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, yeah. I probably some Big Phil probably on something like, yo, come here, stand right here and perform your name.
Hey, give me that 6ix9ine.
Give me that 6ix9ine.
Let me flip you upside down, motherfucker.
Grab that purple hair, man. Out here looking like a rainbow.
Hey,
you gay? Is you happy?
Hey,
is you gay? Is you happy?
This is so bad, bro. Getting sodomized up in that motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
God damn.
So it's crazy, bro. I mean, it's crazy because it's like there's certain people who, even when they go to jail, because they were so cool, they were so kind of like, you like a DMX. You don't expect DMX to get disrespected like that.
Or like a Meek Mill.
Yeah, or like
in
a Meek.
recent times.
Yeah. You don't expect.
I don't think Meek is getting,
Yeah, no. It's just like, because niggas want to be cool with him.
Meek ain't a meal.
No, not at all. Not at all.
In jail.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, but like, Tekashi's probably getting it, man. Shit. I wouldn't even lie.
But they should probably have him in a separate place from like the thugs, because like he's a high, a high risk or some shit. I don't know. He's
at some point,
a special guest.
They moved him at some point because there was a certain prison he was in, and they moved him to another one that wasn't so crazy apparently. But like people were upset. It's like, yo, why are you moving him? Like, what's the basis to move him?
He's a celebrity, man. Come on, you got to treat him differently.
No, but like it's like as far as the law is concerned, there's no law that says it's like, oh, if you're a celebrity, you have to be treated differently. You understand? So it's like it's all about the money at some point. It's all about the money. It's all about the money because
when
it's
you
like
got money, you can make some moves.
There's this Bali who used to be in the mafia back in the day, and he said I had 3-course meals in prison. I could leave prison when I wanted to.
Yeah.
And go and hang out with my family, and then the prison warders would call me when somebody senior is coming to the prison and be like, "Oh no, you have to be at the prison at this time." And this is in the United States. Yeah. But like he was so mafia heavy, like buffet in prison. He had TVs and sofas and couches and all of that crazy stuff. You know what I mean? But like it's all about the money. But like right now, I don't know what's happening with Tekashi 6ix9ine, but like I don't think people are buying his music like that.
I think they still are. But you think we got mafias like that here? We're able to just leave jail and just, go smoke a blunt in the hood and go back to the jail cell whenever
there's
they want
somebody
to.
I know who came out before their sentence was wrapped up. Yeah, because she paid off somebody at the prison. She stabbed. She broke up. She was a chick. She had a dispute with her boyfriend or something like that, or the Bali she was smashing, and then she got mad. She broke a bottle and she stabbed him.
He died.
No, he didn't die. Didn't die. But like it was, pretty gruesome shit.
Okay.
It's like dude was in hospital for like a month or 2 or something like that. Like crazy shit. So she got arrested and she was sentenced. I don't know if it's like 3 years or something like that. She came out after 6 months.
She must have paid some serious money.
Yeah. But like the thing is, it's like, look, it's not like people come through, especially to check on you. It's not like the courts or the judges. I'll be like, it's like, oh no, prison. That person was sent to prison a year ago.
Especially Zambia, man.
In
nobody
Zambia.
got time
in
for that
Zambia.
shit.
Especially in Zambia. It's like nobody got time to start looking for prison number Chakuti, Peter Zuru, Ujaweti Namanga. You know what I mean? Like nobody got time for that.
Not here, bro.
Yeah. So she came out. So right now she's out and free. What's up to her?
So 7 Spirits. Isn't that snitching that you just did? It's not snitching?
No, how is it snitching? I didn't mention the name.
All right, Tekashi.
I did not mention the name.
So what if 7 Spirits doesn't have that kind of juice? Didn't they catch him?
Yeah, they nabbed him. Is he still behind bars? What did they catch him on?
He's a drug kingpin. No?
I don't know. It's like, look, did they find him with shit? I know it's like the word is, it's like he's the drug kingpin.
I think somebody gave him up or something. Somebody snitched. Probably. Because why would they start looking for him?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have a basis on where the, somebody probably snitched. It's like, yo, his nickname, we just know him as 7 Spirits.
Yeah.
go and get that motherfucker.
Yeah, because I don't know what Chiboli is like now. Because it's like the plan was to clean it up, so that it can be a safe neighborhood and all of that. Yeah. That was the plan.
How do the drugs get into that place?
I have no idea.
Find any kind of drug you're looking for.
Yeah.
And we don't make those drugs here.
No, we don't. And the crazy thing is...
Except from weed.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, it's like there's people who actually are injecting heroin and whatever else, But the crazy thing is, it's like, isn't it surprising for you that you've never heard an in-depth report about addicts in Chibolia?
Never. Yeah.
Because it's like at every bus station, you even hear conductors saying, it's like, problema ni majanki. And you can clearly see they're slow in speech. It's just like there's something different about them. But like there's no reporter who's ever said...
codeine though, no?
No, codeine doesn't make you do that.
What does it do?
I don't know, man. It's like, look...
That shit don't make you slow?
For some people, Chris Brown said it made him slow, made him sleepy as hell.
Yeah.
All right, but there are other people who take 4 or 5 bottles of that in a day, and they're bus drivers. And they're able to drive.
I guess it's the same with weed. Like weed takes people differently.
Yeah.
Weed is not good. Like for me, man.
Same here.
It makes me slow as shit.
Same here.
I don't get how people are able to be like creative when they smoke weed. It's like, where does this creativity come from? Like, you're able to go in a booth and like drop bars and shit, like write some hard shit. Like how? Like, or people who say they smoke weed before they go and study. It's like, bro.
Because it's
maybe,
like,
did we smoke it wrong? Like, what was that? I makes you wonder, bro.
Because it's like, for me, there's no level of serious concentration.
Yeah.
So how are you able to look at a physics page and be like, I'm getting this, I'm understanding it?
Yeah.
I don't know how you're able to do that.
That's crazy.
On weed, and then you're high.
Yeah.
Bro, I just want to fool around when I'm high. I just want to go and do dumb shit. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking about it. It's like, damn, I'm high. Let me go study now.
Straight up, you know.
You niggas are weirdos, man.
I don't know, man. I feel like niggas be mixing that shit with something else. Cause like Kid Cudi, well, he said he there was a time when he used to do coke, right? So he'd wake up in the morning, and the first thing he'd do is snort a few lines, smoke weed, and then like drink coffee or some shit. So that shit would like level the shit out, and he would just be like a happy dude, because he's like he's like an introvert and shit.
Oh yeah,
and that shit made him like bubbly and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like these niggas, I feel like be like adding some other shit to their weed, because it's like, God, because there'll be times when like you smoke weed, you're trying to have a conversation, then you forget what you were trying to get to, like a point you were trying to make.
Totally happens.
That shit happens.
Totally happens.
I'm just like, yo, bro.
Because it's like, number one, my lips feel dry as hell. So I'm out here just looking. You know what it's like? I'm going to be staring at a girl, and I'm staring above her, and I'm licking my lips the whole time. She's probably going to think it's like, this nigga.
This fucking weirdo.
Perfect. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I keep licking my lips because I feel like they are white and dry.
Yeah.
You know?
Like they're ashy and shit.
Yeah, it's like I can feel the texture of my fingers and my hands, and I'm like, why does it feel like this, bruh?
Yeah.
So
I feel like this is the perfect time to tell that story, bro.
Which one?
The story, bro. That story, my nigga.
Oh, man.
No names given.
No names given.
You were there, right? Were you there?
Oh, no. I left early.
Oh,
if you're thinking about that particular story, there was another story though that we came to pick you up with another dude.
I'm gonna let you tell that story.
So yeah, which one?
That story.
All right,
that one.
We're gonna start with that one. All right. So me and a friend of mine hit a crazy blunt, and keep in mind, I have always said it's like I'm done smoking weed, smoking weed, because I don't like how I feel. Yeah. So me and this dude went to see another dude, got a blunt, smoked the blunt, and it was, we're driving over to, what's that place? Arena.
Yeah.
Mtendere, that side. You know what I mean? And we're driving over there. And keep in mind, at this particular point, my car is messed up. All right, so the wheels are unaligned. So every time I hit a pothole, the car would jump literally like to the other side, and I'd have to hold it like crazy. So I am high out of my mind. This nigga talking about some shit, and he's in the background, literally. You know what I mean? Like,
because you have to phase him out.
I have to phase him out, like, concentrate. And it's like I had been drinking, and now I'm high on a blunt.
Shit.
You know, so like, and every time I hit a pothole and we're going to Mtendere, you know what I mean? So like the car would go this way and that way. Yeah. And because my feeling is so elevated, you know, I feel like the car is skipping like crazy at this particular point.
It's probably just little movements, but you're feeling like they're exaggerated and shit.
So we get there, call Chromez and whatever, and we chilling, and I'm telling him, it's like, I'm high. Yeah, I'm high. I don't know how many times I said that, you know, because every time I turned around,
you kept on saying it. Yeah, I'm like nigga, bro, I get it.
I'm high. And was that the same day that dude forgot? I think he forgot
his change.
He forgot his change.
Oh my god, that shit was so
like a girl. He bought some beers, like for $100 or something. She gave him his change back, and then he said, she didn't give me my change. And then he started raising hell in the club.
Oh my gosh.
Raising hell in the club.
That chick, I think she cried or something.
Yeah.
He was going off.
He was going off. It's like, yo, she's stealing my money. She's stealing my money.
Manager had to come through.
All of that.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, the next day, that's what he told me. He's like, bruh, I found the money in my pocket. Like I put it in my back pocket. Yeah. It was so crazy because we're sitting, we're having beers.
I actually gave her the money. Yeah. Like after they resolved that, yo, fuck it. I just went like, well, how much is it? Yeah. And I just gave it to her. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're sitting we're sitting in the club, and then at some point I'm like, the car is a little bit further than I want it to be. So I go out and I bring it just at the entrance of the club. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the dude we were with is like, yo, I need to go get something in the car. You know, and then he goes out, and then he comes back with a worried ass face, and then he's like, yo, there's no car outside. And I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there thinking, oh damn, they've stolen the car. Like, why the hell did I come to today? Oh, why the hell did I come to today? We should have just stayed this side. You know what I mean? I'm flipping out now. So I walk outside, and the first thing I see is the car right there. And I'm like, So dude looks at me, he's like, I was like, the car is right here. Like, no, I thought you parked that side. And I'm like, yo, fam, don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. That was a crazy night, man. Yeah. That was a crazy night.
Is that the same night? Yeah, it's the same night where, you know, you got into like the drainage, and then the cats came.
The car got stuck.
One of the wheels got stuck.
One of the wheels got stuck and whatever. And then a whole bunch of dudes came around the car to help us, you know, move it. And then they moved it. Yeah. And then we didn't have money to pay them because they were like 12,
like 15 niggas,
guys,
bro.
Or something like that. Yeah. And then they started making noise and whatever. And we're like, yo, we're going to give you the money. Just, you know, at least, how many did we get? Two or three?
We got 2 of them. But like the thing is, before that, one of the dudes was getting unruly. Yeah. And he tried to grab the keys from the ignition. Yeah. Then I smacked him across the face in front of his like 14 other friends. And it's like, shit.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Because
apparently that was part of the Atuat. What was it called?
There's a gang called the Fluffies.
The Fluffies, yeah.
In Mtendere. Yeah. And they terrorized the neighborhood. Yeah. And it's like, that was the gang.
That was the gang.
The most dangerous fucking gang in that area. And I smacked the nigga across the face.
Smacked one of them.
And it was because of your dreadlocks. That's why we didn't get
because it's like, like they kept on complaining, oh, you know what I mean? It's like, so I know, easy. So that's how come they even decided, it's like, I think when we decided, it's like, oh no, jump in the car.
Yeah, we got 2 of them. And those were the leaders of the fucking crew.
Those were the leaders.
We had no idea, bro.
Yeah, but like, I think at that point, they also started thinking, it's like, damn, where are these niggas taking us?
Yeah. Because Tawila's, oh, we gotta edit that shit out. Edit out that name. Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna hear that. Let's see. 1 hour, 24 minutes. All right. I know where to like cut out the name. Yeah, because he started like saying, yo, let's go to like Devil Street. That's where we're gonna find the money. Yeah. Or some shit. Yeah. So the niggas got scared. It's like, whoa, these niggas might go and do some shit.
Do some shit.
And this is late. Like, how thirsty do you want like money?
to be moving around at that particular point.
Bro. And then we just ended up giving them like a bottle of vodka, and then they left us alone.
They bounced after that. They just probably went and got drunk.
Yeah,
that's it.
Of course,
that's it.
And
so
then
weed.
Yeah,
the other story.
The other story. So that's the one where you weren't there. Yeah. We were chilling at one place together. It's time to leave. There's one dude with a car, so he says, "Oh, he will drop everybody off." Yeah. So first person is a homie that stays in Kablonga. And this is the Kablonga that's near Ibex. So also close to Kalikiliki, which is a crazy neighborhood, you know. Yeah. Got my homies in there, you know what I mean? Yeah. We talked about the neighborhood here before in the podcast. But yeah, we went to her place, and just when she's dropping out, she's like, "Yo, I got some stuff, you know, I got some greens in there, man. Let's go." So, dude that's driving says, "You know what? Yeah, man, it's been a great night. This would be a great way to end the night." Get into the house, fire up some weed, and it was a bunch of us. It was like about 3 girls, and then him and I were like the guys. I know this sounds like it's gonna turn into like a story about an orgy, but it's not. In case your mind is going there, yeah. So. But first, before we got to her house, we had stopped at a gas station because one of the girls wanted to take a leak. Yeah. So she dropped off and she went into the gas station to take a piss, and she came back. She came back laughing her ass off. So we're like, "Oh, why the fuck are you laughing?" So she told us why. She said she was so pressed that she went into the men's bathroom. She took a leak, and when she was going out, she met like a fat ass dude with his dick out. Trying to like, you know, because niggas like pressed as fuck, just trying to go and take a piss. So he's got his dick out, and then he sees her. He's like, "Oh shit, oh shit!" Hides his dick real quick. So she came back laughing her ass off because of that shit, you know. Yeah. So we get to the house, and that was like the joke the whole way. Yeah. But the driver dude didn't get the joke. He didn't hear what she said. Oh, okay. You know. Yeah. So we get there, we spark that shit up, start smoking, and then passing one round. And then, it starts hitting us. Yeah. And then we start remembering the story that was at the gas station, and we start laughing our asses off. Yeah. And that one dude didn't hear the joke, so he starts getting paranoid. He's like, "Yeah, I don't get the joke, but whatever." Yeah. Then, because we're like in the backyard, that he gets into the house to go and take a piss or something, whatever. Yeah. And then he comes back and says, "It's time for us to leave." Because at this point, he's like, he doesn't know what's going on. Like, why are these niggas laughing at him? Why are they laughing? For him, he thought we were laughing at him. Yeah. So, paranoia and shit. And then he says, "Yo, I'm too high to drive." And then we're like, "Yo." And then he's like, "Yo, Chromes, you drive." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that." Yeah. Everyone's fucking high.
Everybody's high.
But the girl that we went to drop off was like, "Yo, I'm cool. I'm not that high. I can drop you guys off." So we're like, "Okay, cool, whatever, let's go." So we get to the car. The dude gets his key, tries to like switch on the car, and then, car's like the key was broken or some shit. Yeah. And the key was already broken. He already knew this shit. I don't know how he kind of forgot that day. So he's like, "Yo, my key is fucked up. I don't know what's going on." And at this point, I thought he was gonna switch on the car, so I opened the gate. It was a motorized gate, so I just clicked on the button, and the thing opened. Yeah. And then, he's trying to do his thing, like, you can't flip a key with your bare hands. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. So the chick who we went at the house that we're at is like, "Yo, I got some glue in the house. We can glue this key together." So they go into the house, and I close the gate because we're near Kalikiliki. Niggas can just come through and fuck us up and shit,
True.
So, and we're high as fuck. We could be, no defense. You can't fight when you're high, True. Close the fucking gate. They go in there. They glue the key, or what looks like gluing of a key. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in a high state.
Exactly. It was like just a fucking bad job and shit. But I looked at it and I'm like, even in my high state, I'm like, "Yo, this shit should work." You know what I mean? Cool, let's go and try this shit out. So, dude, the paranoid dude goes to the car and tries to switch on the engine. Yeah. Nothing's working. Okay. So he tries again. And then he pauses for a minute. And then he's like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on here? Why is my key broken?" yo, why is the gate closed? What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck are you niggas trying to do? This nigga just starts flipping the fuck out. Like, yo, chill. What the fuck is wrong with you? Nah. You guys bring me to a fucking strange house in a strange location. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You niggas are laughing at me and shit. Like, what's about to go down? Tell me. What the fuck are you talking about? And then, you know, at that point I get it. It's like, oh, he's paranoid. He thinks we're trying to do some shit to him, right? So I just say some sarcastic shit. I'm like, yeah, nigga, we brought you here to fucking kill you. He's like, I knew it. I've always known, nigga, you've been trying to do some shit. I'm like, yo, listen to yourself, bro. Like, how ridiculous does that shit sound? Why do you think we bring you out here to try and do some shit to you?
Man's just high though. He's
like, open the gate. So I'm like, oh, all right, nigga, like, here you go. I open the gate. The nigga starts backing away. He's like, nah, you niggas ain't gonna do this shit to me today. Fuck this shit.
Trying to sacrifice me.
So he backs away, gets outside the gate, and he's like, yo, I'm a child of God. You niggas ain't gonna do no shit to me, whatever.
Wow.
And then
wow. Child of God.
This nigga's high out of his fucking mind at this point. And then he's like, yo, let me lock my car, whatever. Get out of the car. He tells the girls to get out of the car and shit. So he's like, you know, like switching off like the lights and shit. And then one of the girls in the back's trying to get out. And then he pushes the door and then it hits her hand. And then she flips out now.
There you go.
It's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, yo, get the fuck out of here, whatever. So that chick gets pissed off and she wants to leave. And we're like, yo, this is a very dangerous area. You know, anything can happen. You can either run into the police or thieves. Either one of them is dangerous because you end up in a cell or dead. You know what I mean? It's a fucking crazy place. So, you know, we calm her down. We all followed her to calm her down to take her back to the place. And while we're like following her to bring her back because she had walked off, he's screaming some shit. Yo, fuck you niggas. You full of shit, whatever. You niggas would never do no shit to me.
Child of God.
Fuck out of here. And then, wow, we're walking back to the joint and check, and the nigga's not there. So we're like, what the fuck is going on here? Where does this nigga go? You know, like, shit. But we were so pissed off, so we thought he was hiding somewhere because he was scared. So we closed the gate. We thought he was hiding in the yard and shit. So we closed the gate. The car was still there. He had taken the key, but one of the doors of the car were open. So we're like, maybe he's in the car. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. I don't know, whatever. So we closed the gate, got into the house, and then, you know, we just start having conversations, and we're like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Like, we were chilling, and then that shit happened, you know.
Tried to sacrifice a nigga. Evil niggas.
You know, like, how could he be thinking that? Is he crazy? So, like, maybe 30 minutes after that, I'm like, yo, something's not right. Like, the car doors are still open. This nigga is nowhere to be seen. Something's going on. So I pick up my phone and I call him. And then the nigga picks up. And he's like, yo. And this time he's calm. And he's like, yo, my nigga, I'm at the police station. So I'm like, what are you doing at the police station? They caught me for jaywalking or some shit. Like, you know. I'm like, so in my mind, instantly I'm like, yo, this nigga went to the cops to report this shit. So I'm like, motherfucker, why would you go to the fucking cops, bro?
Because you're trying to kill him and sacrifice him. So you niggas can be rich.
I'm like, oh shit. So I cut the fucking line. He was basically like, yo, come and bail me out. So I'm like, yo, this nigga, if we could go there, but we don't have a car. There's a car here, but there are no car keys and shit. And if we go there, we don't know what the fuck's gonna go down. We could get nabbed for trying to. We don't know what story he told the fucking cops. You know.
And that was the time of the fluffies even. So he could be legit on something. It's like, oh, they were trying to kill me.
Straight.
And then it's like, oh, okay, let's get him.
So what happened? We left it alone. We left the place. We found a way. We got cabs and shit. Left the joint. And then next morning, nigga calls me and he's like, yo, please come and get me or some shit, you know? So I called his best friend and said, yo, go and get this nigga out, you know, because I'm not going there, you know what I mean? So he went there and he got him out. And so the story that came out, because we didn't know what happened when he left.
Yeah.
This nigga ran away because he was so scared. He ran into the police.
Oh, there you go.
But in his mind, because he thought we were so evil, we had like transformed into other people.
Yeah.
And we found him again.
It's true, trying to get him.
Yeah. So he's like, you niggas found me again. What the fuck? I just ran away from you or some shit. The police were telling his best friend, like, yo, this nigga crazy. Like, what the fuck's going on? So they threw him into a car. And then he's like, yo, where the fuck are you niggas taking me? Whatever. So he tried to grab, like, the policeman's gun. I don't know how the fuck that ended. It was crazy. It was super crazy. And since that day, we've never hung out with him ever again.
Yeah.
That's the most Jade story ever. Like, you hear this shit,
yeah.
sounds like a movie, but this shit
actually happened.
I'm like, wow.
That's why to some people, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, the debate obviously with the Rastas is gonna happen. You know, when people say don't do drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, look, don't do marijuana if it's not for you.
Yeah.
All right, stay clear. All right, I stay clear of that stuff. You can go ahead and puff, pass all you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm okay with my whiskey. Thank you very much.
Just straight up.
Straight up. Straight up. Easily.
I think you just need to pick your poison and just run with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, bro.
Yeah.
Because
know what you can do.
it's fine.
Yeah. Away from the weed stories.
Yeah. Damn. What else? R. Kelly?
Okay. What about R.
R.
Kelly?
Kelly turned himself in. He's been charged with like 10 counts of sexual assault. You know, so that's the situation right about now with R. Kelly. And he says, I don't know what's going to happen with him, but like he actually said that he doesn't think he would survive in court because everybody hates him.
Yeah, there's a reason. I mean, it's not unwarranted, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's like everybody hates me, so I would never. He wouldn't have. Basically, what he's saying is it's like he wouldn't have a fair trial because everybody hates him, and everybody has already got a preconceived notion of what is going on. I
guess he should be given a fair trial. It would be only fair for him to. I mean, everyone should be accorded an opportunity to explain themselves, because so far we've just heard the victim side of the story.
And I think
and this is not to support him in any way. It's just the justice system has to be
exactly fair. So for me, like I think like how because there's the prosecution and the defendants or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like like in this case, obviously it's going to be like the jury and whatever, the victims and whatever. And then there's R. Kelly's lawyers. Because he's obviously going to have lawyers.
Of course.
You know what I mean? He's going to have some very powerful lawyers, number one. And also lawyers who really want to get their names out there. Because it's like, after all of this, if he can get off without going to prison, that'd be crazy. So for me, I think the thing that needs to happen is we need to hear what R. Kelly's side is to all of this. Yeah. Because we've heard from the victims. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. We've heard from the victims. So we need to hear from R. Kelly.
I'd like to hear what his explanation is as to why he says he didn't do all that shit.
Or maybe he did. Because it's like for things like this, all you have to do is cast reasonable doubt. You know what I mean? Because it's like sometimes it's not even about not guilty, it's about reasonable doubt. Yeah. It's like if you can't say for sure. Yeah. If you can be like, it's like, okay, if this girl say, oh, they couldn't do this and they couldn't do that, but, he could point out, it's like, oh, no, but like I gave her $2,000. Or I gave her this and I gave her that. And I did this for her and I did this for her. You know what I mean? That starts painting a gray area already. It's like, oh, if he's such a bad person, why did he do all of this? It's like, oh, no, I never asked any of them to leave. He could throw all of those things. And the thing is just to have that thing, especially if there's a jury, to have a situation where it's like there's reasonable doubt. If there's, 15 people on the panel of, jurors, just 5 saying it's like, I really don't think. I really don't think.
They all have to agree.
They all have to agree. Everybody. 15 people have to agree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The condom didn't fit.
Yeah. I mean, O.J. Simpson walked.
Hey.
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
It ain't me.
And OJ walked. You know what I mean?
He did.
He walked.
He did.
So that's all that R. Kelly's lawyers have to do.
Yeah. Michael Jackson moonwalked.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You know?
Come on now.
Even right now, there's another documentary that's coming out about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, the estate is suing them for like $100 million. HBO are the ones that are doing this.
Yeah.
Now, for me in that case, I'm just like, don't get me wrong with this, but it's just like, what purpose does a documentary about somebody that passed away serve for anyone about what he did sexually?
Yeah, for me, like, that's the thing. You know, like, what's the point if, you know, because if you're somebody who's still aggrieved, right?
Yeah.
And you're still hurt by this, you go out there and it's like, oh, the perpetrator who did this to me is still out there, still scot-free.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm here suffering. So I'm going to tell my side of the story so that you can see for real who they really are. Because maybe you feel like the court system, the legal system failed you.
You know what? I would believe a lot of this if people weren't getting paid.
Yeah,
if
no,
you
but people are
say,
getting paid.
if you say, I'm going to do this for zero money,
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
But like this, it's like, look, they've seen, this is going to be, I feel like it's going to be a trend now. It's like,
It is.
You know, Surviving R. Kelly was a big hit.
Yes.
And people are looking, like, make no mistake, these fucking networks, I don't even think they care about these fucking shit.
No, they don't.
They just
They
want
don't.
viewership, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because that brings advertising dollars and shit.
Yeah.
So they'll pick on any story, you know? And
Because-
this looks like a money grab to me.
Yeah. And for me, I mean, I'm saying this. It's like, if you've noticed, you said the word trend, and I think that's what it's becoming now.
Yeah.
All right? It's like if there's something big that happened, it's like now the way to go that sways people into believing your side of the story is a documentary. Because it's sort of like, oh, it's real. It's the person is there. They're telling you their side of the
Yeah.
story. So I don't know why we always gravitate towards it's like it's more real, or it feels more real if it's a documentary. Because there's a documentary coming out again about Michael Jackson. There was a documentary about some festival that Ja Rule was a part of.
Oh, that Fire
You know what I
Festival.
mean? Yeah, the Fire Festival. You know what I mean? There was a documentary about that, and I'm like, it's looking like that's the way to go if you want to get your.
There was actually two. There was one that was on Hulu, and the other one is on Netflix, I think. Something like that.
I mean, it's crazy now. It is becoming a trend. All right, because it's big money. All right, people are downloading them. You know, you can see them on Netflix. You gotta pay for that Netflix. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's money.
It's subscribers and
Yeah.
shit. That's money. So, yeah. But like I said, like I just feel like if you're gonna come out and you're a victim and stuff, like I feel like you should want to. If your motive is I want people to know what monster this motherfucker is,
Yeah,
you should be willing to take no money for that.
exactly.
And speaking of people not taking, speaking of doing something for just passion or just wanting something to go forward.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story of the 73-year-old man, politician, who married a 25-year-old lady
No.
in Tanzania?
No.
Yeah. 73-year-old.
Yeah. And got married to a 25-year-old.
25-year-old.
Is he a good 75?
73.
73?
I don't know. Does it matter?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it obviously matters.
Look, my point with connecting those two is I'm yet to see a 25-year-old woman get married to a 70-whatever-old broke man.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I'm gonna know that you really fucking love this person,
Yeah.
my nigga.
Yeah.
But this is a fucking politician. You know he got money.
He's got money.
You know?
He's got money. He's got money for days.
Yeah. It's like,
Obviously. Yeah.
you don't see broke niggas out here getting these young girls.
Nah.
What do you think about it like that?
They'd rather be shared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd rather know it's like, oh, he's got a wife. It's fine. As long as
Yeah.
I get my
my cut.
I get my cut, I get my money, I get my
Yeah.
rent paid. You know what I mean? These things are happening in this
Straight.
day and age. You know what I
Straight.
mean? So nobody is going to be like, yeah, he's 75, but he's a good man.
He listens to
He
me.
listens to me.
First
You know?
of all, if the nigga is 73, his performance in the sack is probably not that great.
No,
He-
it's not popping. I mean,
he's tired all the time. He's not willing. He's not ready to talk. He's not ready to like go to travel places with you. He's
Yeah.
tired as fuck.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
He just wants somebody to just be there for him and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Change
And
your
he-
diaper. No, maybe not change your diaper. I mean, 73 isn't that bad. But like I'm saying, like
You're full of shit.
Nah, if you're 73, yeah, you're full of shit,
course.
literally. No, but like if it's look,
Stop old shaming me.
yeah, look, it's Africa again. We're not really the type of people who want to get fit, especially if we're getting money. Weird enough, there's a whole bunch of people who you see. It's like, you know, some of the generals and whatever. Do you remember that man who used? I mean, it's like I think a lot of people remember him because this is before DSTV and whatever multi-choice became popping. All right, it became affordable for a lot of people. There used to be a man who used to host a program called CBN News.
CBN News.
Yes, his what's his name? Pat Robertson.
Rings a bell.
Robertson. Pat Robertson was old back in the day. All right, old.
Yeah.
But he used to work out. I think he used to do leg lifts of like 2,000 pounds or something like that.
Shit.
You know what I mean? And he was like 70 something at that time. He was still his fun time, hobby was car racing. Like, like, I don't know, it's like maybe Formula 3 type vehicles, on the lower end, but they're still pretty fast. Like, that's what he used to do, and that was his thing, But, like, I got surprised. He's old as hell now. He is old, but he's still presenting on television.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I'm like,
He's a
maybe
fucking dinosaur.
he is. Because I've been watching him since he was a kid.
It's like fucking Larry King, bro.
Yeah.
See, Larry King now, he don't look no different from how he was like back in the day, man. Shit, he was old back then. Larry King still looks fucking,
Yeah, Pat Robertson is 88. He actually ran for president back in the day. Back in the day, I think in 80s or early 90s, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean?
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, his son, one of his sons is 60 years old. You know what I mean? But Pat Robertson is on TV presenting shows.
That's ill.
At 88.
That's ill.
So at 73, he was still in there, man. You know what I mean?
Still piping these chicks down.
Yeah, he was probably still doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, I don't know about the Bali from Tanzania.
It's just about money, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is, man.
Definitely.
Even 40 for some chicks is like too old. You know what I mean? I mean, 40 is alright. It's cool. It's you're still in the game a little bit. But some people don't look great at 40. They look like.
But like the crazy thing is, it's like, look, I have friends who are my age. I'm 34, and when you look at the guys, they look like, bruh.
They look old as shit.
They look old as shit. They feel old as shit. And it's just like, look, it's like, dude is gonna, big belly and whatever. It's like he looks tired, almost finished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's like in his 30s.
Yeah, it's like same age range. Probably even 2 years younger than me, a year younger than me, and all of that.
I got to start working out. God damn.
Like, bro, it's like we know these people. Even sometimes it's like I've been walking with, I'm with the wife at the mall. You know what I mean? And then you look at someone looking at you, but like they're not really looking at you. They're looking at the wife. And then she says, "Oh, hello," and then like, "Oh, hello, ma'am. How are you?" Kind of like, ma'am, older, more respectful.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, they know each other with the wife, and then walk away. It's like, oh, she actually used to be like my 3 years junior at college. And I'm like, what the hell, bro?
Yeah.
It's like that has happened so many times.
Yeah. But like, it doesn't go with like body size. Like if you got like a bigger, more full frame, you're more likely to have to age like milk. If you're like fat, let's say, if you're like on the bigger end, you kind of age a little weird. But like when you're like more slim, you age better. Yeah,
if you work out though. Why are you saying it like fat and slim is like some people yeah, they don't have to work out, but like when you get to a certain age, everything's just gets getting messed up, and if you don't watch your weight, you will gain weight. There's very few people who are slim and like up there in age, There are some, but like even, Muka is slim, one of my bosses at work. But like the thing is, it's like he says, it's like, oh no, I gain easily, but like sometimes I get so busy I don't realize I haven't eaten. You know what I mean? So it's like the time he eats is probably like 18, and then when he eats around 18, he goes to bed. because he's so busy and he's working all the time. It's like he doesn't get hungry like that.
You know what's crazy is like slim people were able to make excuses like that and get away with it. But if I told you that, you'd be like, "The fuck out of here! You forgot to eat, Chromez." Like,
Of course,
you fat ass nigga.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you with your fat ass nigga. Get out of here. I forgot to eat.
Hey,
Right.
yeah, man. So you want to talk about Chishimba Kambwili real quick?
You're the one who was telling me that he's about to get charged or something. I mean, I heard about it. I didn't take it that seriously, but apparently, allegedly, Doris Leah said that he might get arrested for xenophobic rants and comments and all of that. And, for what he was. He basically went on a rant. And the crazy thing is, it's like I was in that road that same day, I believe.
For real?
That
Munali?
same day, that Munali road. I was like, oh, no, this is happening. Road expansion down here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was reminiscing because I used to be at Chadley House School,
really?
back in the day, primary grade, pre-grade and whatever.
Yeah.
Nursery days, and I was just like, oh, Chadley is this side, whatever. And, I'm driving with my dad and whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, road expansion, cool.
There you go.
And then boom, see the video, and it's that same day, and I actually literally saw that one of those Indian dudes, on the
you didn't think of it in a weird way when you saw it, right?
No, because it's like at first I didn't, because it's like he's Indian, yeah, but like he's one of those dark Indians. So I really didn't see it
He
clearly.
look like Leon Schuster when he does blackface.
Kind of, sorta, but like it's like obviously with the black hair.
Yeah.
So it's like the black hair is the one which caught me off. It's like I was like, oh, okay, Indian guys.
Yeah.
I didn't even think that they were Indians, but like you can kind of tell, like the Zambian Indians and the Indians from
I
India
can't
kinda
tell. They
look-
all kind of look the same a little bit.
No,
I
but
don't
like,
know.
it's like
Not-
we
not
don't
that
really.
You can't tell them apart. But
No,
it's
you
like,
can. But what I'm saying is like we don't really have a lot of dark Indians down here. They're not a lot.
Yeah, you're right. You're
But like
right.
the ones who were doing the grading and whatever, they were like almost my complexion. Dark niggas.
Indian niggas.
Indian niggas. Indian niggas who have permed their hair. They look like black niggas who permed their hair. You know what I mean? With a red dot.
What if it was a black dude, bro?
It wasn't a black
that
dude.
just permed his hair, bro, and then Chishimba Kambwili is just going off. How can an Indian? Here's
From
the clip.
India.
I'm not laughing. It's not a joke. How can you come in our country to drive this when Zambians have no job? Go back to your country. Foolish.
Wow.
This is very annoying. How can an Indian come all the way from India to come and drive a compactor in Zambia? And job, people have no job. Foolish people.
And then he was coming out of like a joint, and this was like his response to that situation. Cause like the party that he's in, they suspended him. They're like, "Fuck you, we don't condone xenophobic behavior and stuff."
Yeah.
And so reporters caught him outside of a joint, and this is what he had to say.
Secretary General, what's your comment? First and foremost, we don't discuss internal political matters in the press. Where I'm standing, nobody has served me a letter of expulsion. Nobody has communicated to me. So why should we discuss internal matters of a political party in the press? Internal matters of a political nature are discussed internally. And anybody who goes to discuss those issues to the press is foolish.
Foolish.
Yeah, he needs to get better looking bodyguards, man. They gotta look weird.
Oh yeah.
No, have you seen his bodyguards,
No,
man?
I haven't.
They look fucking wild, bro. Like
They look like
they look like
look like-
trash, bro. It's like, yo, come on, bro.
they don't look like they can defend him.
Nah, they look old and shit, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like experience over anything, man. Maybe they're old, like experienced retired police officers.
Yeah.
They retired with honors, and now they are.
Look, they kind of look. He's almost the same size as. Okay, Kambwili's size is like a little too like big, but
Yeah, I mean, he's not in peak health. Well, we can all agree on that one.
and And that's the thing. It's like, shouldn't there be like a thing like for presidents? Like if you are vying to be a future president, shouldn't you be like healthier?
It should. You should. I mean, like
that's something he needs to look into. You know what I mean?
No shade or whatever, and do not take this out of context or take it in a bad way. I mean, we've had 2 presidents that died in office.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So I think if you're vying for that particular post, you should know it comes with a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You know, the pressure that it's like right now you're in the opposition, all you do is scream, it's like, no, the government says the sky is blue, you say it's gray. The government says the sky is gray, you say it's blue. You know? But like when you're there, everybody's looking to you. You know? The people that you once loved or people who once loved you might turn against you because they feel like you're not doing enough for their constituency and all of that. It's like, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's a crazy job.
So you know, your BP needs to be on point. Your diabetes needs to be on point. Everything needs to be on point.
Your diabetes.
You know? Oh yeah. I mean, if you have it, your high blood pressure needs to be on point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like all I'm saying is like you need to be at peak health. I think HH though, it's like I've heard. I don't know how true. Can neither confirm nor deny it, but I've heard that he's like a black belt in Taekwondo or something like that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So Lungu doesn't want that smoke?
Doesn't want
You don't want that smoke,
yeah, too. For the country.
Oh, I'd pay,
Come on.
bro. I'd like go broke trying
Let's
to
go.
see that fucking match,
It's
bro.
that T'Challa moment. Somebody.
Is this your king?
How do you say that in Tonga?
Yeah, I really wish I knew Tonga right now.
Oh, that'd be epic. That'd be epic, man. Fighting for Zambia. And I was like, somebody's mother is gonna scream out. It's like, is the president's mother still alive?
The what?
Is his mother still alive? The president's mother.
I'm not sure.
HH's mother.
I have no idea.
Because I mean, there has to be somebody who screams out, "Remember who you are." You know what I mean?
Show him who you are. But that would be, you don't get, no? Oh, no, you mean on the other side.
On the other side. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, man. That'd be epic, though.
That would be crazy.
Think about it.
The power of the black cobra shall be taken away now.
There you go.
You know the cobra I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Anyway.
So how do we... so Chishimba Kambwili, like... I feel like he tries to be like the late Michael Sata,
yeah.
but his execution is just off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that was just xenophobic. Like, how can, like, go back to your country. Like,
I actually wanted to point that out. That's like a proper racial slur. You know what I mean? It's like niggas in London, England scream that out. It's like, go back to your country, monkey. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, go back to your country is a 120% racial slur. And I mean, if they are from India, they will go back to their country.
Yeah, but you see, that's it.
Maybe he should have said, please go back to your country.
But here's the thing: we have a lot of Indians here.
Yeah.
So if the Indian is Zambian, Zambian of Indian descent, where the fuck is he gonna go? You go to Kamwala. That's where he stays, my nigga. It's like, oh, you want me to go home? Yes.
I'm going home after 5. Don't worry about that. I'm going to Madras after 5. It's all good.
Yeah, man. That's just like an opportunity for him to gain political mileage. And you could see, like, he was getting gassed up by the people who were screaming honorable in the background, you know, like, oh, shit, I'm the man right now, standing up for the people.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, like, look, for some people, that type of shit doesn't fly. But then again, you will find that there's a lot of people where that actually flies. You know what I mean?
The people that it's targeted for, it works perfect.
Works perfect. It's kind of the same thing with Sata. You know, initially when Sata used to speak, he was that joker. He's making jokes about everything. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I hear whatever. He was a joker. But like until he started breaking down stuff in interviews, it's like, oh, this is what we want to do with taxes. And then, you know, it's like he used the example of buses and all of that. And I'm like, damn, this is like, he's actually smart.
He was really smart.
Yeah.
He found a way. He found a balance between reaching the people in the hood and the people in like the suburbs.
Exactly.
And they all went out and voted for him. And he won. So But it took him a while, though.
Took him a while. Took him 10 years. Maybe maybe
The MMD had like a crazy stronghold at the time, so it was pretty difficult.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Chishimba Kambwili is also going to need to take another 10 years. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
It's possible.
When he's 70, whatever. How old is he? I wonder.
I don't think he's that old. Isn't he like maybe in his 50s or something?
Let me find out.
50s or something? I think so. He doesn't look that old, you know.
Chishimba Kambwili.
Yeah.
He's actually 49.
Oh, there you go. See? He's very young. He's 10 years from now.
He actually turns 50 in June on the 3rd.
Oh, there you go. 10 years from now, it's going to be 60.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good age. That's a good age, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all he has to do is start getting in shape. You know, start getting in shape now.
He does.
I mean, even GBM has cut down on his weight and whatever.
Really?
Yeah. You haven't seen GBM lately?
Nah, dude.
You haven't seen how big, like, HH looks bigger than GBM.
What?
Bruh.
Fuck out of here.
Bruh.
Wait. I gotta see this shit. What?
He's lost a lot of weight, and I don't know if this is because of diabetes or whatever.
I just typed in GBM, and what comes up is GBM loses weight.
Yeah. Wow. He's lost a lot of weight. Chishimba Kambwili looks way bigger than GBM right now. And if you remember GBM, bro.
He has lost a lot of weight. There's this video of him on a treadmill.
Yeah.
But no, HH is not bigger than this dude.
It's like they are.
He's getting there.
He's getting there.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good. There you go.
That's what we need. We need to see politicians in the gym, bro.
For real.
Yeah.
Motivate us to do the same thing.
You know what I mean?
All right, man.
All right.
It's been dope. Yeah, we were going to talk about Petersen for a bit. I don't know. Want to touch on him? Just pause. Just a little bit. I don't know. I'm just like, it's Petersen, you know how I feel about him, so, you know. you don't like the nigga.
No, I don't like him.
There's an episode somewhere where you actually mentioned your dislike for the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, basically he was criticizing reporters here for not covering stories properly and for just wanting transport refunds. Like that's what they go to events for, travel for and stuff. And he kind of has a point. But the thing is, the way he delivered his words was just like, you don't want to have beef with the media.
No.
Where they don't cover your shit, because if your statements aren't making it to the final print, then you're just like anybody else.
You're not irrelevant, you're more irrelevant, because I feel like he's already irrelevant. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, right? I would expect him to be more diplomatic because he knows. But then again, he's been the type who's just been. I was driving to a point of him being in the music industry. He knows who he needs, so he going after radio DJs is like, it's a no-no.
Yeah.
50 Cent himself said it in an interview where he's like, yo, you've never heard of me beefing with a radio DJ.
Yeah.
Because I need that shit.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a time he was going off on all radio DJs. So I guess that's been his thing of just going after people, especially on social media and stuff. Yeah. And now that's manifesting between him and like journalists. And now like when they all band together and say, we're not going to cover this motherfucker, they actually have a union. So that even makes it easier. They're like close-knit.
Yeah, they're
so
extremely
it's so
close-knit.
Easy to black him out completely.
Yeah, I have journalist friends who are on, like, these guys are so close that, you know, one person could be at a press conference at, you know, a certain hotel and another hotel, you know what I mean? And it's like, look, I'm supposed to make it to, you know, press conference number 3. But I can't make it. But the friend who was there takes the notes and everything and sends it to the other person. And this is totally 2 different organizations. That's how close they are. So think about, it's like if they don't have to cover your ass. And keep in mind, you're not going to give them transport refund because you don't have that type of money. So it's just like they don't give a damn about you.
Straight.
You know.
You should be more diplomatic. I feel like, look, with the music thing, you could be a bit loose. It's almost informal. But now you're a politician, so you have to be diplomatic about your shit.
That's the thing. It's like he doesn't know how to carry himself as a politician yet. It's like he needs lessons in that. He needs to sit down with somebody. If he doesn't sit down with somebody, then he needs to, I don't know, Google some shit.
Very easy.
Very easy.
Age of information, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Google that shit. Go spend some time on YouTube.
True.
Because it's like, look, there's a science. Even at a certain point, they were talking about, it's like, look, there's a certain type of voice that people gravitate to in the United States when it comes to presidents. There's a certain type of way he needs to speak. It's the way he needs to carry himself. You know what I mean? It's like everything is calculated, bro. It's like when Obama is going to meet workers at some factories, he's there in his shirt and his shirt is folded. It's like that's deliberate. Even just that. True. No tie, no whatever. It's deliberate.
It's like, I'm here to...
Yes.
I'm one of you guys. Like, let's have this conversation.
Sleeves folded. You know what I mean? It's about work and getting hands-on. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
All right? I'm informal. So you're more comfortable in that space. So it's like that nigga doesn't know about that. You know what I mean? So he can tweet whatever he wants to tweet. He'll never be mayor of the city.
There you go. You guys need to have, vary whatever issues you have.
I ain't got no issues, man. I ain't got no issues. I'm just a simple nigga with a podcast.
Just a podcast guy.
Just a podcast guy.
Yo, that's our episode this week, man. Yeah, remember you can subscribe to the podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube as well. I mean, we've been having a bit of some issues with our camera people.
Yeah.
Our people from Swango Motion Pics are having a bit of an issue, but we'll be shooting. We'll have visuals coming back soon. So, yeah, keep a lookout. We'll update you when we're back.
We'll definitely let you know. Definitely.
Yeah. We're out. That's episode 23.
Peace.